temple bright with stars, galaxies in astral seas abound. On cosmic paths we'll trace man's journey into space. Fly with me and watch as skies unfold. Superstars in numbers still untold. Dwarfs that play a frosted Milky Way. On silver wings we'll race like shooting stars through space. Fly with me, the future holds in store mysteries foretold in ancient lore, and our dreams can all come true, it seems, if we will dare to face adventure that's out in space. Oh, oh, fly with me. Just let your thoughts take wing. Liberty is such a wondrous thing. Leave behind this still sublunar race. Come see, come take your place. We're leaving soon for space. Fly with me past Jupiter and Mars.
This is no way to behave, really. Who's pushing, please? A little more courtesy, please.
It's very nice of you to come with us to Port Doppler. Thank you.
It's been quite a while since we were aboard the Cosmopolitan. We were only space cadets back then. You remember those days, Psyche?
Aren't you even going to say hello to me? I've come all this way to see you and nobody says hello.
Metro!
Maestro says that all my new circuits are the very latest. I am more extraordinary than ever. I am up to date.
I can't tell you how happy we are to see you.
Now we're together again. We'll have a great time.
A little more dignity, I would suggest, Lieutenant.
Why haven't we taken off yet? We're late.
Ship is incapacitated. Circuit fusions in second motor propulsion group. There will be a delay.
Looks like we're going to miss the Cosmopolitan.
Curious, we've never had anything go wrong in this service.
Oh, it's always sabotage in the movies.
What good would that do anyone?
Well, my young friends, since you're going to miss the Cosmopolitan, you can catch it on the next scheduled flight in 10 days. And there are still so many things I want to show you. And anyway, I don't want to see you go.
No, I have a hunch we have to get on the Cosmopolitan now.
I think we should do what Psyche says. My experience is her hunches aren't wrong.
What can we do, children? It's going to leave soon, and we're stuck here.
Isn't there another shuttle vehicle?
Question already asked of Central Intelligence. Reply negative. Repeat negative.
Will you tell me, my friend, how long is it going to take for the repairs to be carried out?
Approximately 2 hours, sir.
2 hours? Really? That is a scandal. Have you ever heard of my exploits? This is ridiculous. Shuttle vehicle can catch the Cosmopolitan even after it has already left.
What do you think?
Well, the procedure is rather unusual, but I suppose it can be done.
I'm mechanical friend. Just where are we?
We are traveling at maximum speed, sir. In a short while, we should make contact with that Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, it was clever. He figured out we could catch it if we wanted to. Perfectly right.
Pilot, I want to send a signal to the ship. Ask them to open the entry hatch.
Yes, sir. This is Space Shuttle X-41. Request permission to come aboard Spaceship Cosmopolitan. Request access through the entry hatch.
What shall I reply, Commodore?
Grant the request. Naturally, there can be no question of not authorizing them coming on board. Send the signal. But see that Generix is detailed to their service and never leaves them.
My name is Generix. I have been assigned to your party.
And why, I would be glad to know. I am here, in case you didn't notice.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing, nothing.
You know who they are? Recognize them?
This is cabin number 1. I suggest the gentleman take it. The other, farther on, will be good for the lady.
But we reserved adjoining cabins. That's what we want. You've done very well. Thank you, Generix. Now you can go.
Negative, sir. I regret. My instructions are to remain with you at all times.
Yes, we appreciate your devotion to duty, but now will you be good enough to go away and right now get out of here, Generix? That's an order.
You will dine at the Commodore's table.
I don't like this.
The trip has tired you. You ought to rest, Psyche.
No, that's not it. It's something else, only I don't know what it is.
I'll leave you. Metro will watch over you. You'll do that, won't you?
Of course I will, though I assure you I would rather rattle that bucket of bolts, Generix.
I don't know if you noticed, but he's a lot larger than you are.
And you? Did you happen to notice when I entered into combat with a certain golden bar? What was the result of that, I ask you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we now are passing through the asteroid belt. We urge you to admire the splendid view.
Yes, you're quite right, my dear. Just what I was saying to Rudolph.
Here come our slightly delayed heroes. Welcome. How long has it been since we last saw each other? Delighted you're here on our ship. I would like to introduce the ship's officers. Our medical specialist, Professor Bernard. Our data system specialist, Lieutenant Celia. All her systems are go. A joke. My second in command, Captain Harold. Our legal authority, Laurie. And to keep us on course, Chief Navigator Foster.
Lieutenant, you simply must tell us. How did you ever manage to turn away that rocket that would have destroyed the Earth? It must be a fascinating story. Why don't you ask me to dance, Lieutenant?
Commodore, who is that man on my left there?
That's Foster. He's an excellent officer. He would have had command of a ship long ago if he hadn't this tendency to bend the elbow.
This ship was a floating desert. There wasn't anybody worth talking to. Now the trip is going to be much more amusing. We'll have time to get acquainted, Lieutenant.
No, it's out of the question. I'm not letting them get away with this. I'll make them listen to me.
I hope you will come and see us on the bridge. I know you will be interested in seeing all the new equipment and how it functions. It's a far cry from your space bug. That is, from your hummingbird. Well, it's like an insect when you compare it to this. Yes, of course, hummingbird.
And who is it who has honored us only in absence? Only a beautiful woman would do that, I'll bet.
You lose your bet, Lieutenant. The empty chair is for Chief Mechanic Captain Walter. Tonight he is not well. I've noticed lately he's increasingly depressed. I don't know what to do for him. When space anxiety takes hold...
Want to dance? I can't tell you how much I'd like that, Lieutenant. Well, what do you say? Okay, we can talk here. I'm really glad you two are on this flight. You and Lieutenant Pierre are the only people aboard that I dare talk to. Crazy things are going on here. It's hard to explain it. All these new officers. The ones that got on at Port Doppler. Oh, they're good in their work, only, I don't know, you can't get through it like they weren't there.
Surely it's not the first time you haven't taken to a new crew, is it?
No, but this is altogether different. These guys, I don't know, they give me the creeps, yeah. And then there's Chief Mechanic Walter. He's an old pal of mine, but now I think he's kind of flipping out a little.
And the Commodore?
Oh, I've known him for years, and yet he's acting kind of funny, too. I mean, I don't know, I could be going nuts.
And he said space bug. How would he have known about that? And then he tried to cover it up. I have a feeling there's something very wrong here.
And the Commodore, you think he's worried?
He's impossible to figure out. I tried to make some contact with him. No psychic communication worked with the Commodore. Nothing at all. It's as if he was shielded. Nothing I tried got through to him.
They say that's what they teach in the 3rd degree of telepathy.
But he's not telepathic at all, and when I try to...
Careful, he's bogged up to the ears with microphones. Here you are, Lieutenant Pirot.
Hello.
Are you trying to tell me that you're the Lieutenant Pirot from Omega? No, you don't look like any big hero to me. No, you'll never make me believe it.
Hey, wait, who is that man?
Walter, he is very ill.
Now, Metro, are you sure you understand?
Of course. To put it crudely, do I look that dumb?
Don't get angry, old man. Now's not the time.
Why don't you sit down there? You two can share the co-pilot's chair. There in front of us, Jupiter. We're getting nearer now. As you can see, it's very beautiful.
Commodore, with all due respect, we are acquainted with the sector.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, Lieutenant. Yes, I was forgetting.
Urgent message. We have intercepted a distress call.
All right, let's hear it.
Cargo spacecraft Jethro. Mayday! 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 Destination Port Doppler. We have a mutiny on board. We're being attacked.
To the Jethro. This is the Cosmopolitan calling. Message received. Indicate your position and tell us what we can do to help.
This is cargo spacecraft Jethro. Correction. The situation has returned to normal. Our apology for that incorrect signal. Our radio operator went a little bit mad. Disregard previous signal. Conditions normal. Cosmopolitan, we will pass on your port side in approximately 8 minutes. Out.
A curious business. Very curious. Right?
Yes, curious, all right. What do you think?
Cargo craft Jethro at 4 minutes. Trajectory does not conform to data received. We will deviate 4 degrees to avoid oncoming craft.
Have you any idea what's going on, Commodore?
Cargo craft Jethro at 2 minutes.
Commodore, can't you get any closer?
You can't maneuver the Cosmopolitan like a hummingbird, Lieutenant.
There are shuttlecraft.
In case there's anyone alive.
They would have ejected in their emergency modules. At any moment, it could explode.
Let us go and take a look.
Yes, you have to let us go. It's your duty.
You will ready a shuttle vehicle for Lieutenant Pirot with the standard crew. Departure immediately.
No sign of any survivors.
It's an inferno of fiery coals. They didn't have a chance. It's horrible. How could such a terrible thing happen?
An accident. An accidental explosion. Anything. Who knows?
And there was that strange message just before the tragedy.
We'd better go back. What else can we do?
Ah, here they are again, our great heroes. Hey, now are you ready to agree that this world is a little topsy-turvy? Yeah, you agree, huh? Hey, wait, I want to tell you. Hi.
No, there's something wrong, Pierrot. And when I think of that accident...
We've both been depressed by that burning ship, naturally.
Not only that, no. It's not right. Things are going on. And I just don't understand them. Metro, did you do what I asked you to do?
Of course.
Well?
Well, I couldn't detect a thing. They're not your run-of-the-mill android. Usually I can read them like a book. These can resist all my rays. Exactly like humans, and yet...
And yet what, Metro?
Nothing I can put my feeler on. Their answers are, well, too well organized, so to speak. I shall need to go on studying them.
Hey, what are you two cooking up? I don't say I especially like Commodore Robin, but all the same. He's changed plenty since our first trip on the Cosmos. Remember Psyche? Sure, he's changed, but that could be because he's a little older.
Well, yes, maybe. All right. And yet I tell you, I'm sure there's something wrong. I don't trust any of these men running the Cosmopolitan. Only Foster, even if he's drunk all the time.
You're probably right. Yeah, I think he was trying to tell us something a while ago. You two stay here. I'll see if I can find him and if there is something he wants to tell us.
These heroes are getting too curious. They're starting to suspect. They'll have to be watched.
I knew they'd be nothing but trouble. You should never have let them come aboard.
We did all we could in that regard. Now we have to cope with the situation as it is.
They could have a little accident, couldn't they?
No, they're too well known, too famous. I remind you, Lieutenant, your mission consists in maintaining a close watch on this Lieutenant Piero. Up to now, you haven't been an unqualified success.
I will do my very best, don't worry.
As for you, Captain Generics, you will use discretion in preventing undesirable actions by Lieutenant Psyche and her android. You will avoid any unnecessary harshness if it's possible. If not, then...
Commodore, it wouldn't take much to squash her and her tin can.
Do not be deceived, Captain. Quite a number of others have paid for their overconfidence.
And what do we do with Captain Foster?
That one. Lately, he has become rather a nuisance. You will have to liquidate the individual. I count on you, Captain Harold.
You've been avoiding me, Lieutenant. You make me very sad. You know, that's not very nice, Lieutenant. I thought you and I were getting on so well.
Okay, what do you want? Nothing, Foster. We want to help you. You're a little drunk. Come on, follow us, Foster. No trouble. You just go along with us.
No.
Come, Foster.
No.
Come on, you need help.
Hey! What happened to this officer?
Foster giving trouble again, as usual. He was drunk and he picked a fight with Captain Harold, that's all. Nothing serious.
It's going from bad to worse. He has to be ready for tomorrow night. He will be.
I don't know. I can't be sure. There are a lot of circuits here to be checked out.
Tomorrow night, Professor.
All I can promise you, Commodore, is that I'll do my best.
Interesting, as good old Maestro always says.
Who do you want to visit?
Captain Foster.
Follow me.
He's taking a sleep cure, and any visitors would only interfere with that.
Just for 1 minute, that's all.
I told you any visits would only interfere with his treatment. I regret that I cannot authorize them.
A sleep cure for over-drinking. I never heard of that, did you?
Pierrot, that's what I mean. Now Foster's out of commission like Walters.
Metro, did you find out anything interesting?
Anything interesting? I don't know if it's interesting to you. I can tell you Captain Harold contains a total of 25,801 electronic circuits. Whether or not you think that is something interesting, I can't say.
Are you sure?
They're robots, all of them.
In any case, he is one. A humanoid, to be exact. And you are quite right, there are quite a few in this ship.
Shh! It's just what I thought. Only these are a lot more sophisticated. You can't see into them.
We have to locate the real Captain Harold, and Foster, and the others. I only hope it isn't too late.
But why are they doing all this? What is their aim?
If we can locate the others, they'll tell us what it is. Only one thing is sure, we can't attack this giant ship, just the two of us. I'm sorry, I should have said the three of us. We'll need more help.
Who else can we find?
Look, we'll each go off and have a look around, okay? Are these containers?
Huh? Yeah, this is where we store the spare parts for the ship in case repairs are needed.
Here, it's 3 degrees above freezing. It's standard procedure to wear these thermal suits against the cold.
I can say this is quite interesting. Wonder who thought it up.
You there.
Who there?
This area is prohibited to visitors.
Is it? Well, I didn't know that. Awfully sorry.
It's all right, Sergeant. I will take charge of this matter.
At your orders, Captain.
Well, you two fellas talk it over. Aha! A weightless well. Whoop! Bye-bye. I get the strangest feeling that I am being followed. A communicating duct joins the rising column. There he is again. Touching. And there we are, safe and sound. Aha! I thought there was a door here. There isn't.
Curiosity killed the cat. May I say I have only admiration for your workmanship. It pains me to make you pay for your indiscretion.
I know just how you feel. Perhaps you wouldn't hold on to me quite so hard. You're too strong. I'm not a balloon. If you squeeze me like that, I'll break. You mind admiring me a little less? When you come right down to it, he was only junk. Made to order. Perfect.
My dear, dear friends, in less than 2 days our voyage will end. It is traditional on the last night to hold a gala dance, and so I would like to invite you all to a masked ball tomorrow evening. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at our farewell celebration.
Very good.
You two wait for me just 1 second.
You again. I'm going to teach you a...
Teach me a lesson. A little learning is a dangerous thing.
Well, Lieutenant, aren't you taking me to the ball? Now you will see that I'm not someone who can be ignored. Lieutenant, now I am going to put things in order. I do regret this.
Yes, and I regret it too. You were charming, Celia. You really were. The way is open now. Come on, no time to lose.
I haven't seen Lieutenant Celia and our young police people from Omega. It's all rather disquieting. Oh, by the way, how is our unfortunate friend, Captain Harold, Professor?
In a short time, he will be his old self again.
Don't! Oh, you hold me too tight, you big bad wolf! No, don't! Really, you're holding me too tight. Ah, a robot! Dancing with a robot! Oh, what an experience! And I liked him.
Good evening, Commodore.
Ah, Captain Harold. It's a good thing you're here.
I couldn't agree more. And now, Commodore, I would like to introduce my very good friend here.
What? But he's an imposter. Guards, quickly arrest him.
No, Commodore. If there is an imposter here, it's you.
Now that your whole game is unmasked, I would suggest that you come along quietly to prevent further trouble.
Well...
What exactly is going on here?
Oh, it's nothing, lady. Had to see a man about a dog.
You do what has to be done, Harold.
Don't worry, sir. No difficulty now. I assure you we have the situation well in hand.
The new ones are fast, as you can see. All those of ours who could get away from that ship. You understand? We never meant you any harm, you humans. It would have been easy to arm our troops, but we didn't do it.
And the Jethro cargo craft, what happened?
Our group of men became excited. They tried to destroy us with explosives. You saw the results of that.
But what's it all for? Why did you do this?
Seize the Cosmopolitan or the Jethro. It was only a test. Just to see if we are ready to find out if we are your equals yet. In any case, there's been great progress, and progress will continue until one day we shall triumph. Your victory today is only a rearguard action. Now, I've told you everything. May I request to be left alone? On your honor, will you consider yourself under arrest in this room? I assure you on my word, I shall do nothing at all to try and get out of this room.
If he had wanted to, he could have destroyed the whole ship.
All right, Lieutenant. On our way to Omega.
Fly with me, just let your thoughts take wing. Liberty is such a wondrous thing. Leave behind this still sublunar race. Come see, come take your place. We're leaving soon.